Jackie Chan feels the pressure before he feels fear. It starts as a tightening around his upper chest, just below the collarbone. Not sudden, not explosive, controlled, intentional. The kind of grip that belongs to someone who knows exactly what they're doing and enjoys knowing it. Jackie exhales slowly through his nose. This is already wrong. New York City, early 1990s. Not a gym. Not a film set. Not a demonstration. A backstage corridor inside an aging theater hosting a martial arts exhibition. Narrow. Body. The kind of place where sound echoes and help feels farther away than it actually is. Jackie is here as a guest. Not the main attraction. Not the headline. Just passing through. The exhibition has drawn fighters from different disciplines. Wrestlers. Boxers. Traditional stylists. Men who measure credibility by dominance and proximity. Men who test boundaries instinctively. Most interactions are respectful. This one isn't. It happens fast but not suddenly. Jackie is turning a corner when the man steps in behind him. Big, thick arms. Confident in the way people get when they believe size solves everything. An arm snakes around Jackie's chest from behind. Not a choke. Not yet. A bear hug. The man laughs softly near Jackie's ear. Relax, he says. Just playing. But he tightens his grip. Deliberately. Jackie's feet stay planted. He doesn't struggle. That's mistake number one for the man. Jackie recognizes the hold instantly. It's strong. Not sloppy. The man knows how to squeeze, how to restrict movement without wasting energy. He's done this before to people who panicked. Jackie doesn't. Let go, Jackie says calmly. Not loud. Not angry. A warning. The man laughs again. Or what? He asks. And squeezes harder. The pressure increases around Jackie's ribs. His breathing window narrows. Not enough to cause pain yet, but enough to signal intent. The man isn't testing. He's asserting. Jackie closes his eyes for half a second. Not to surrender. To calculate. The corridor is empty except for them. Voices from the exhibition floor bleed faintly through the walls. Applause, cheers. The distant thud of bodies hitting mats. No one can see this, which makes it more dangerous. Jackie speaks again. Clearer now. Let me go, he says. The man smiles. You're smaller than I thought, he says. They exaggerate. He tightens his grip again. This time Jackie feels it. His ribs compress. Air leaves his lungs involuntarily. Now the hold has crossed the line. Jackie's calm remains, but it sharpens. His body responds before his emotions can. That's training. The man shifts his weight slightly, adjusting his stance to improve leverage. That tiny adjustment costs him everything. Jackie drops his center of gravity. Just inches. The move is subtle but devastating. The man's grip loosens for a fraction of a second as balance shifts. That's all Jackie needs. Jackie hooks one foot behind the man's ankle. Not sweeping. Blocking. At the same time, he drives his hips back sharply and rotates his shoulders inward. The motion breaks the alignment of the hold. The man's arms slip just enough. Jackie doesn't escape yet. He doesn't rush. Instead, he speaks again. This time, his voice is different. Low. Controlled. Final. Let go, he says. Now. The man doesn't. He laughs shorter this time. And squeezes harder. That's mistake number 2. Jackie acts. He snaps his head back sharply, not striking but forcing space. At the same time, his right arm shoots up and wedges between the man's forearm and his own chest. Jackie twists. Not with force. With timing. The man feels it too late. A sudden sharp compression in his forearm. Not pain. Weakness. His grip fails. Jackie steps sideways and turns. They're face to face now. The man blinks, confused more than angry. How did you? He starts. Jackie doesn't answer. The man lunges. Big mistake. Jackie slips inside the motion effortlessly. His hand lands flat against the man's upper chest. Not a strike, just placement. His other hand guides the elbow. The man's posture collapses. Not visibly. Internally. The air leaves the man's lungs in a harsh, ugly gasp. His face changes instantly. The smile disappears. Replaced by panic. Jackie steps back. He doesn't pursue. He doesn't gloat. He watches. The man stumbles backward into the wall, hands clawing at his chest, trying to breathe, failing. Breathe, Jackie says calmly. Slow. The man slides down the wall to a seated position. His eyes are wide now, not with anger, with fear. 10 seconds. That's all it takes. The man finally inhales. Sharp. Painful. Air rushes back into his lungs in uneven bursts. He coughs violently. Sweat beads on his forehead. Footsteps approach. Someone from the exhibition floor pokes their head into the corridor. What's going on? They ask. Jackie steps aside. He's fine, Jackie says. The man on the floor nods weakly. Yes, he wheezes. I'm fine. The onlooker hesitates, looks between them, then backs away. The corridor empties again. The man looks up at Jackie. Slowly, carefully. What did you do? He asks. Jackie considers the question. Nothing, he says. You did. The man swallows. His voice is quieter now. I had you, he says. Jackie nods. For a moment, he says. Silence stretches between them. Not hostile. Reflective. The man finally pushes himself to his feet. He stands a little farther away this time. No ismai. No left it. Just respect earned painfully and quickly. I didn't think, the man starts. Jackie finishes the thought for him. Most people don't, he says. From the exhibition floor, the announcer's voice booms again. The world continues, as if nothing happened, but for the man who tightened his grip, something fundamental has shifted. He no longer looks at Jackie's size. He looks at his stillness. Jackie adjusts his jacket, turns toward the exit. Before leaving, he pauses. You should be careful, he says, not unkindly. Some warnings are real. Jackie walks away, calm, unhurried, as if the encounter never mattered. But it did. And what follows, quietly, unexpectedly, will ripple far beyond that narrow corridor. Because the man who laughed didn't just lose a grip. He lost an assumption. The man doesn't leave immediately. He stands there in the corridor, leaning against the wall, breathing slowly now, deliberately, as if afraid that if he stops paying attention to it, the air might disappear again. Jackie Chan watches him for a moment. Not to intimidate, to assess. He's learned to read bodies the way some people read faces. The man's shoulders are still tight, but his posture has softened. The danger has passed. Not because Jackie defeated him, but because the man no longer wants to test the edge again. That matters. I wasn't trying to hurt you, the man says finally. Jackie nods. I know, he replies. That answer surprises him. You weren't, the man asks. Jackie shakes his head slightly. You were trying to feel strong. The man exhales through his nose, half a laugh escaping despite himself. Yeah, he admits. I guess I was. They stand there for another moment, the noise of the exhibition swelling and fading beyond the walls like waves hitting a shore. The man rubs his forearm where the weakness had bloomed so suddenly. I've put a lot of guys in holds like that, he says. They panic. That's when it works. Jackie nods again. Yes, he says. Panic makes people honest. The man looks at him sharply. And you didn't panic. Jackie meets his eyes. No, he says. Because panic would have made it worse. The man studies Jackie now with a different curiosity than before. Not the curiosity of dominance, but the curiosity of someone who's just seen a rule break. I thought you were warning me, he says. Like talking big. Jackie shakes his head. I don't warn people to sound brave, he says. I warn them to give them a chance. The man swallows. A chance to what? To stop, Jackie replies. Security voices echo faintly down the hall. Someone laughs loudly from the stage area. The world keeps moving, blissfully unaware that anything nearly went wrong. The man straightens up. I should apologize, he says. Jackie raises a hand. No, he says. Just remember. The man nods slowly. I will. They part without ceremony. No handshake. No audience. Jackie walks back toward the theater floor, blending into the movement of people and lights and noise. Within minutes, he's just another face in the crowd again. The man remains in the corridor a while longer. Alone. Thinking. That night, the man doesn't compete. He tells people he's not feeling well, which is true but not in the way they think. He sits in the back of the venue instead, watching other fighters move, collide, strain. He notices things he's never noticed before. How much effort they waste. How quickly they tense. How often power replaces awareness. For the first time in years, he isn't imagining himself winning. He's imagining himself losing and learning from it. Weeks later, the man returns to his own gym. Same heavy weights. Same mats. Same people who've always respected him for one reason only: strength. He trains differently now. He works slower. Focuses on balance. Experiments with breathing under pressure. Practices letting go of holds instead of tightening them. Some of his training partners joke. Others watch closely. One finally asks, "What changed?" The man hesitates. Then says, "I met someone smaller than me who wasn't afraid." They laugh. He doesn't. Meanwhile, Jackie Chan doesn't speak about the incident. Not in interviews. Not on set. Not even casually. It wasn't a story to him. It was a reminder. He's known for years that his size invites tests. That confidence invites challenges. That some people only understand boundaries when they collide with them. What matters isn't winning those moments. It's surviving them without becoming something he doesn't respect. Months later, Jackie runs into the man again. By coincidence, not design. A different city. A different event. Their eyes meet across a crowded room. Recognition flashes. The man approaches, but this time he stops at a respectful distance. "No surprises," he says. Jackie smiles faintly. "Good," he replies. They talk briefly. Nothing technical. Nothing about holds or pressure or weakness. Just life. Before leaving, the man says something quietly. "Thank you," he says, "for not hurting me." Jackie considers that. "I didn't need to," he says. Years pass. The story never becomes a headline. It never turns into a rumor that grows fangs. It remains exactly what it was: contained, private, instructive. But its effects spread anyway. The man teaches differently now. Less emphasis on domination. More on control. On awareness. On the danger of underestimating stillness. His students feel it even if they can't explain why. As for Jackie, encounters like that shape his choices more than any stunt ever could. They remind him why he trains the way he does. Why he values restraint over spectacle. Why he never confuses strength with permission. He understands something many never learn. That real danger doesn't announce itself loudly. It tightens quietly. Smiles. Waits for panic. That night in the corridor, the man tightened his grip because he thought he was safe. Jackie warned him because he wasn't. 10 seconds later, the laughter was gone. Not replaced by pain, but by understanding. And that, Jackie knows, lasts much longer.